My name is Christina Hertel and I'm the new professor for entrepreneurship here at the University of Geneva, more specifically at the Geneva School of Economics and Management. And besides being a professor, I'm also launching here and then running the new Geneva Responsible Entrepreneurship Center, which is really focusing on helping students, but also all kinds of researchers and everyone affiliated to the university to turn their entrepreneurial ideas into reality and create value with them. My research has always focused on explaining how entrepreneurship can be used as a tool for sustainable development, and on the other hand then also how all kinds of businesses can really be built as responsible businesses. So not exploiting the resources that we have, but really contributing to society and the planet. The new Entrepreneurship Center, the GREC, is hosted at the Geneva School of Economics and Management, but it's really open to everyone at the university, and in particular it's supposed to build a bridge to the Faculty of Science to help also leverage the great ideas that are being developed there. So actually I started my bachelor in mechanical engineering, but I always felt it's maybe too narrow. I want to do something where I can have more impact. And then one day in Munich, in a beer garden, I'm not sure if you're aware of this tradition, but we squeeze on the table with as many people as possible. And I ended up at a table with only sustainable entrepreneurs. And they explained me about their solution and what they were doing. And this got me really interested. And the next day I sent them an email and I started there as an intern, and that's how it all started. And I really think nowadays that entrepreneurship is one of the most powerful solutions, if not the most powerful solution that we have to change the world and to bring about the change that we need to have this more sustainable future. I think it's very important that we think about this idea of how we can encourage students to act on their ideas that they have, because in fact very often at universities I'm being asked how can we help students have ideas? And the thing is, we don't have to help students have ideas. I mean, they are curious, they run around, they see the problems, they assume the responsibility, they have the ideas, and also the university already has many formats that allows them to develop ideas. The question is just then what's happening afterwards, and how can we really encourage the students to be confident to act on these ideas. And I think entrepreneurship can be really overwhelming. It can be a bit scary, especially if we have this idea of entrepreneurship as this creation of these high-tech, highly innovative and highly scalable ventures that we see coming up from Silicon Valley. And yes, I mean, this is an important part of entrepreneurship, but it's a very, very small part of entrepreneurship. And what we need to do is to help students understand that entrepreneurship is much more diverse. It can be much more friendly, much more slow, much more social. Because what we see very often is that students come to us and they say oh, I have an idea, but I think first of all my idea is not good enough, and second of all maybe I'm not good enough to act upon this idea. And that's where really we have to understand how we can help students make their first experiences in a really safe environment and become confident that they can do it. Because we cannot really expect them that once they have a great idea, they are willing to just jump into an ocean that they don't know. And that's why we lose a lot of ideas, because when students reach this point, they just stop, they continue, they don't dare. And I think that's really where the Global Entrepreneurship Week plays a super important role, because it's this unique opportunity for students to just get an idea of what entrepreneurship is. I think that's really important. And then we have to, at the university, understand how can we give the students the confidence and the skills. And also here I think we have some really good offers already. So at our center we have a new bachelor course that is really focusing on entrepreneurial skills, and we really focus on giving the students curiosity, imagination, agency, all these different skills that you need as an entrepreneur. And then also we have at the Global Entrepreneurship Week this really good concours de la meilleure idée, the best idea competition, where students really have this chance to just, you know, dip their toe into the ocean before we ask them to jump eventually. And then of course later on when the students come and they say like, now we have an idea, we feel confident, we want to act on it, what can you do for us? Then we have to be there, we have to help them understand where they are standing, what their needs are, and then we can use our connections. Because either like already in the university we have some really interesting pre-incubation programs, for example the Science Innovation Hub, or then we can also put them in touch with the really excellent offers that external offers have, such as Fongit, where they can go through incubation, acceleration programs and so on. So we see ourselves more as a partner of those students, helping them step by step to achieve what they want, what they dream of.